During the introduction, we did tell you that we have a very distinguished personality with us in the studio, talking about the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Amazonia, Mr. Eric Ateh. Would want him to give us his thoughts as well. But let's all be sure that our connections are true and clear. Good evening, Mr. Vice President. Please identify or signify that you can hear us
Yes.
clearly.
Good afternoon to everyone.
All right, you're welcome. All right, as a member of the interim government, I'm sure that you are privy and you understand the reason why these new appointments were made. Of course, strategic is one of the the president took cognizance of in trying to and appoint these new members. What are the other reasons why this appointment is being made?
Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for having me here today, and to my fellow Ambazonians who are watching, I want to say thank you for being here. Well, the Department of Resource Mobilization, of Finance and Resource Mobilization, has been without an undersecretary for a long time, and it was mandated that all secretaries of state should create their own offices and their own staff. So things got a little bit difficult for the Resource Mobilization Department because they didn't have an undersecretary. So the Secretary of Finance and Resource Mobilization has actually set up an office where he has his own assistants working within that office, but he always came short because he didn't have someone like an undersecretary to help him execute his office. So it was thought that we should get one for him, and so the president appointed Madam Sarah Fulbright, who has been working with him even before this appointment. And then the Department of Women's Services also got a new undersecretary because the HSS didn't have an undersecretary because Dr. Yaya, who is the present chief of staff, was elevated to from being an undersecretary in the HSS to the chief of staff. So that vacancy was there, and so that's why the president had to fill it with Mrs. Rachel Itatima, and then Mrs. Prudence Sumalong, who has always worked in the background within the women's department. I think she's from Lebialem. She's a very committed comrade. I was also elevated to the position of Deputy Secretary of State for Women's Services. So it is just a way of filling vacancies that existed within the various departments in the interior government, and to make things more dynamic for the Secretary of State. So they have another person actually helping them execute their office. Thank you.